cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Ducks offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Oh, what a move to break into the clear. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 38. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. They did it right there.
Looking to pass. It's Moore. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? The 30. At the 20. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown for the U. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. It's a shotgun run call. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's got it again. Oh, look at the quick cut. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, on the spread era over the years,
49ers has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
And here's the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. And the Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackling at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this for lofting it toward the left sideline? Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Canes.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. The back's got it. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Makes a nice move there. Running through the tackle. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, 3rd down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a 1st down.
Ball handed to the running back. He shreds the tackle.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. The tight end has got it. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. They come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop?
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Powerful running into the secondary. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his...
Going for a big play downfield. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or is the defense going to step up as we head to the second quarter? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
You don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The Ducks will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Horton. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Hand off to the single back. We stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Offense getting set. It's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on that ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Canes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll test the right side here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Tight end makes the grab. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for some space. It's James. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long, and here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Looking to throw it on first down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. A big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with him, to be honest. But the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You can go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
After consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the pressure gets to him again.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And he boots it high into the air. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. The offense with 5 receivers now. Empty backfield. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on 3rd down. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The Hurricanes will line up to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Breaking free at midfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to...
Got him. He's sacked. You'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you kind of try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
The Ducks will have first and 10 here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And a sophomore making an impact play.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. He's running out of time here. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Second down and goal upcoming. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Over the middle, but it's incomplete. After a long drive, it's a third down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. To throw, it's Moore. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. And there's the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Took contact on the throw. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. It's a short return. They make the tackle at 25. But what a play for this defense.
Chris, that's his third interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the wideout. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. And the field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
The Hurricanes will kick this away to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They get the second half started with a running play.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example the defense has.
A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz, and it works out for the sack. And damn, Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. The Canes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
A running play called on 4th down. The Canes pick up enough for a first down here.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up the first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Will he score here? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And the Canes will line up here on 1st down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play.
Hold it, offense.
It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. The offense threatening now. 1st and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Running right through tacklers. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Fires it to the wideout. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. A defensive touchdown, and suddenly this national championship game is dead even, Kirk.
Wow, great job by this defense of coming up with a turnover and then also being able to turn that into a touchdown. Now, all of a sudden, the momentum feels like it is shifted, and we have a national championship on the line here.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Pressure is coming. Going to try to use his legs here. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Scanning the field. It's Moore. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And he's got it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Rushing coming, and they've got him again.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. Here's the punt, high in the air. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here's the first play of the drive. He started at 28. Here's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters if you check out some of the stats here. Let's see how this 4th quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Here's the 2nd down play. Gives it to the back. Fights off a defender. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
important third down attempt for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's caught. It's Portman. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse.
And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks. The Canes will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. And they come up with something here. Grab down the middle. It's Dickey. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Oregon. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown? That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And the single back takes the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Passes the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw again. Hit as he released it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Hard running there, breaking tackles. And that run produces a decent gain.
That's a good positive gain there on 1st and goal. And here we go. The closer you get, the tougher it gets to get the ball into the end zone. And let's face it.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown for the U.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, this quarterback puts it to the big man once again, and I tell you, the matchup with this tight end against this secondary, if they put a corner on him, he's too small. If they put a safety on him, he's too slow. They've been able to find those one-on-one matchups and allow this tight end to have a monster game in the national title.
Second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Moore. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And the second effort there will earn him the first down. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap. Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And that puts them in front here in the final 2 minutes. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you saved this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up for this offense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's McClellan. Football comes out. The offense gets the football back. Very lucky. Still have a chance now.
The offensive staff just took a collective.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
Encroachment, defense.
Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. Well, they fall a little bit short at the final hurdle. It's small consolation, but they really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done here today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus on the champs, it's not easy to get to this point. While I know it's tough in that other locker room right now, I have a feeling they're going to be back. For now, however, let's enjoy the celebration of the national champs.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Oregon Ducks.